Welcome back, everybody, to Three Borders Sports Network for game number 2 here from Cowgirl Field. Joe Schreiner, Brian Watson here on Three Borders Sports Network. Brian, the Cowgirls fell in the first game 10-6, and they're looking to redeem themselves here in game number 2.
Yeah, let's see if they can clean up some of the miscues that they had in game number 1 and see if they can continue to get some good pitching from Monica Lisney, who's going to go again here in the second game.
So welcome, everybody, to the pregame show here, brought to you by the Wahpeton Daily News, bringing you news and sports stories to the area. The Wahpeton Daily News, bringing you news and sports stories to the area. The Wahpeton Daily News, our pregame sponsor. And again, here we're at a sunny Cowgirl Field here in Breckenridge, Minnesota. It's about 80 degrees right now. The winds are still pretty strong out of the southwest here at about 15 to 20 miles an hour. And also in our pregame show here, Art went over and found out the JV game. The BW girls junior varsity defeated Pelican Rapids 19-2, I believe you said, yeah. So 19-2, the junior varsity girls won their game, their first one over there. Their second game is right in the middle of game number 2 right now. So let's take a quick look at the OSPTI injury report. Again, brought to you by the professionals at OSPTI with locations in Breckenridge, Fergus Falls, and in Hankinson. So OSPTI, our injury report sponsor. And taking a look here at the injury report for Coach Emdeck. And one of the things I should mention here, too, before we get started here, Brian, assistant coach Margaret Wilson, she's still on the bench here. She didn't have to go off. She was due yesterday with her pregnancy, and she's still on the bench.
Well, you work until you got to go, I guess.
There you go.
That's the way it works.
So she is here and still hanging in there. She has a big smile on her face when I walked in the dugout there and talked to her for a little bit. But on the OSPTI injury report for Breckenridge, Kaylee Hinckley is out with an injury, and also Caitlin Pithy out with an injury as well, and Emma Etzler is out with an illness. So there's your OSPTI injury report. For all your sports-related injuries, contact the professionals at OSPTI. Let's take a look now at the starting lineups brought to you by Thrivent. And Will, you like Thrivent. What are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Let's take a look first for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Breckenridge Wahpeton softball team. In game number 2, they switch home and away. So BW will be the home team here, the away team on the scoreboard in game number 2. Anna Erickson at catcher will bat first. Abby Johnson will bat second at shortstop. Paige Kelson will bat third in left field. At third base, Izzy Wall. At first base is going to be Abby Bronson. The starting pitcher will be Annika Lisney, getting the start here in game 2. Karcy Materi will be out in center field. She'll bat 7th. Morgan Bruns will be in right field, batting 8th. And McKenna Kumel at second base will bat 9th. So once again, it's Erickson, Johnson, Kelson, Wall, Bronson, Lisney, Materi, Bruns, and Kumel for head coach Austin Emdeck and assistant coach Margaret Wilson. The starting lineup's brought to you by Thrivent for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Pretty similar to game number 1, Vanessa Booth in center field, batting first. Kiera Booth will be in left field, batting second. Tollefsen, that's Greta, at third base this time. She was the catcher in game 1. Now she's at third base. Hazel Haugerud is going to move to the catchers, so those two switch spots. Ellie Welch will be at first base, batting 5th. Allie Hybe will be at second base. Morgan Korf will be in right field again. Ariana Villagomez will be the designated player this time. And Sylvia Pesch will be at shortstop once again for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. So it's Vanessa Booth and Kiera Booth with Tollefsen, Haugerud, Welch, Hybe, Korf, Villagomez, and Pesch will bat 9th. And the starting pitcher for the Pelican Rapids Vikings, Kaya Nelson, will be on the hill, and she's warming up as we take a look. So there's your Thrivent starting lineups, brought to you by Thrivent and Will Ulick. Reed Johnson will be behind the plate in game number 2. On the bases will be Craig Peterson.
We'll see if BW can get off to a better start than they did in game number 1. Got off to a really slow start. Gave up too many runs early, able to fight back and get 6 on the board, but had already given up 10 and just too many. So we'll see if they can limit those errors and get off to a good start here in game number 2.
Everybody's worried about us up here in the booth, Art. Everybody's worried it's so hot up here and stuff, but it's actually a fairly nice breeze blowing through here.
You didn't tell them that, though,
No,
did you?
I didn't. No, I told them they needed air conditioning up here.
catcher, number 12.
So leading off, it's going to be Anna Erickson leading off in that Richland IFC first pitch at 6 o'clock exactly. So right on time here with game number 2. Richland IFC, innovative food crops from the rich lands of the Midwest. Richland IFC, our first pitch sponsor. And now Erickson takes ball 2. So the first one was about a minute early, and the second one here now, right on time as Erickson grounds out to first base, or excuse me, to the pitcher in the first play, and is retired.
Number 5, Abby Johnson.
So Nelson retires Erickson on the ground ball, and that brings up Abby Johnson. Johnson right back to Nelson again over to first base.
So 2 quick ones right back to the pitcher. See if he can find a different spot here on the field.
He's going to bring up Paige Kelson. Again, coming into today, she was batting .394 for BW. And she pops it up, and it's going to fall in for a base hit. And she's going to round first, headed for second. And she's going to go in there standing up with a double for Paige Kelson. So the first hit of the day here for BW is Paige Kelson.
BW has driven a couple balls back to the fence, and now in the gap in the fence, and able to get things going with a double there.
Kelson with 3 doubles on the year, got that one. That's her 4th one, unofficially. It's going to bring up Izzy Wall. Coming into today, batting .429 for the BW softball team. Nelson delivers outside. And the count goes to 3 balls, no strikes here to Izzy Wall. And at second base for the BW softball team is Paige Kelson. 3-0 swinging. And now it's 3-1 to Izzy Wall. Nelson delivers. That's low and ball 4.
And there's that walk that BW had given up early in game number 1. So let's see if they can take care of it here.
11, Abby Bronson.
So it brings up Abby Bronson. Abby on the year coming into today was also batting .394. Pops that one out to right center field and drops. And 1 run will score for BW, and everybody's going to hold up at second and third as Kelson comes in to score on the RBI double by Abby Bronson.
So Abby Bronson getting the back going there. She had a nice poke in the first game. They got knocked down at second. Able to get that one up above second and right in the gap and drive in a run.
So Wall goes to third now. Bronson at second on the double, and Annika Lisney at the plate. Takes outside for a ball. And there's a drive to shortstop past the glove, and it's going to be 1 run for BW, and 2 runs will score for BW. And a nice base hit there for Lisney. We'll give her a base hit on that one, B-Dub.
So you see the miscues coming into play here, and now BW able to take advantage of some miscues early. Had a walk and an error there, and they're able to put runs on the board. Out to a 3-0 lead here in inning number 1.
Pest just didn't quite get over in front of that one, and it scooted right by her underneath her glove. Carsey Materi at the plate. Again, Coach Emdeck said in the last coaches show that we had, Brian, he was happy with some of the power that he was seeing. He was surprised, actually, that they haven't got any home runs yet. But the BW girls hitting the ball well.
They've had a couple that have been back to the fence, and Pelican's been there for them. And now just two back-to-back here right in the gap.
Carsey batting .250 on the year, coming into today. Jude Held makes a nice foul ball catch sitting in the grandstand off to our right. I think she surprised herself on that one.
Maybe she should be out there.
Yeah.
Another very athletic player there, basketball player and volleyball player.
Going to go play for the Wildcats, I believe, isn't she?
Right. Going to be a Wildcat.
Good for her. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Carsey Materi. Strike three on the outside corner, retires Materi and the side here. But the BW softball team does some damage here in the top of the first. They score three. We're going to go to the bottom of the first. The BW softball team leading Pelican Rapids 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the first. The Wahpeton Daily News wishes all area sports teams the best of luck this year. The Wahpeton Daily News thanks you for supporting local journalism, including the Daily News and the News Monitor. Keep up with local news, sports stories, and personal interest stories in our papers. Check out www.wahpetondailynews.com for more information about our e-newsletter right at your own computer. The Daily News supports all area sports teams and wishes all of the teams the best of luck this season.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. Thrivent combines financial expertise with purpose-based planning to help you with where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent and Will Ulick supports all area sports teams and wishes them the best of luck. Well, we're heading to the bottom of the first here at Cowgirl Field. BW leading in the Pelican Rapids Vikings 3-0 here. Brian, the BW softball team scored their 3 runs with 2 outs.
Yeah,
they got her done.
They got her done with 2 outs. They got off to a good start. We had talked about that. Good start at the plate. Now let's see if they can get off to a good start in the field here and contain Miss Booth here, who's been dangerous in game number 1. Annika's been able to do a good job with her, but she went 3 at-bats in a row of making it on base and scoring.
So, yeah, she'd done her job for the Vikings, and she pulls that one in between first and second for a base hit out to right field. So Vanessa Booth pulls that one for a base hit, and she ends up on first base.
Yeah, safe to say she's a difficult out.
I would say. That's why she's leading off, I bet.
Yeah, I think you got that one right, Joe.
Number 4, Kira Booth.
It's going to be left fielder Kiera Booth, also left-handed hitting here. We'll see what Pelican Rapids does here with Booth heading down to second in a hurry. There was no question she was going to go down there and easily into second base on the stolen base.
Yeah, they're aggressive on the bases. They're going to try and steal, and any miscue, they're going to go.
Lisney delivers. Low and in the dirt, and there goes Vanessa Booth down to third. So just that quick. Now over to third base is Vanessa Booth with a base hit, a stolen base, and a wild pitch. There's a bunt. There is a bunt, and that's going to roll foul, I believe, and it is tap foul by Lisney. So Kiera Booth will have to come back and do it all over again.
Yeah, Annika doing a good job hustling over there to touch that one foul.
Understanding the game and the rules. Tough to see that line on first base side, and third base side's a little better. That one's pulled over to first base, and Bronson gets over to first base just in time to retire Kiera Booth. But that'll be a run-scoring out for Kiera Booth as Vanessa Booth crosses the plate.
Number 25.
Vanessa Booth scoring for the 4th time today.
Yeah. It's going to bring up third baseman Greta Tollefsen. So the bases are empty again for Pelican Rapids. It's a 3-1 lead for BW. Call strike.
She found the mark there.
So it's 1-1. Comes up high, ball 2, 2-1 though. Lisney delivers. Called strike.
Yeah, you got the corner there.
So it counts now 2-2 to Greta Tollefsen. She was the catcher in game number 1. She's at third base here in game number 2. The count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Just a little blooper. Kumo picks it up, got to get to first, and she does, just in time to retire the hustling Tollefsen down to first base. So again, there's one of those plays, bang, bang play there, Brian.
Yeah, good play there by McKenna. Just over the pitcher's outstretched arm, able to pick it up on the bounce, which, you know, it gets some weird bounces here. McKenna making a good play to get the out.
Hazel Haugrud, the catcher in game number 2, steps up to the plate. She fouls that one back out of play. And Lisney gets ahead in the count now, no balls and 1 strike. The BW softball team leading here 3-1. We're in the bottom of the first, just getting started here. Scheduled 7-inning game, and again, this is a conference counter. And both teams coming into today's action with just 1 win apiece, with Pelican Rapids taking the first one. That one comes up high. It's ball 2 now, 2-1.
Yeah, you certainly like to get out of here with the split, Joe. You don't want to drop both of them.
Swung on a miss. Nice pitch there by Annika. 2-2. 2 outs. Lisney looks and delivers. Just off the plate. Ball 3 now. So Haugrud goes full in the count here to Annika Lisney. In the wind blowing from the third base dugout out toward right field. Swung on and fouled back over the top of the shed here. Oh, didn't quite clear it.
That one came close to the camera, Joe.
Kept Art awake, though. PA announcer Art Gracco also helps spotting for us here today. High ball 4. So Lisney loses her.
Now batting first baseman number 28.
It's going to bring up the number 5 hitter, Ellie Welch. She's the first baseman for Pelican Rapids.
Still got to work yourself out of the inning here, not to let that walk amount to anything.
Ooh. The throw down to second base popped Haugrud. I don't know where it hit her, but she's getting up fine, just shaking it off. I don't know if it hit her in the shoulder.
I think it got her in the shoulder. Didn't hear a thump off the helmet.
No. Umpire Craig Peterson making sure she's okay. Throw was off the mark a little bit there and slid in safely. Welch pulls it to third base. And a nice play over there by Wall over to Brunson to retire Welch. 5-3 on the putout. Nice play over there at third base by Izzy Wall.
Yeah, Izzy Wall making a nice play there, able to make the long throw from third to get that third out and get BW out of the inning, only giving up 1 run.
So 1 run, 1 hit for Pelican Rapids, and 1 left on base after an inning of play. BW 3, Pelican Rapids 1. We'll be right back on Three Borders Sports Network after these messages. Richland IFC works closely with their producers to utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity. Richland IFC is dedicated to working with their growers through relationships based on longevity and mutual benefits for all parties involved. Richland IFC and its producers utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity for food manufacturers. Richland IFC proudly supports all local sports teams.
Yes, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. I for sure will look back on all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
Around here, every town is a sports town, and why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead, and why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
Infielder number 22, Morgan Bruns.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Joe Schreiner, Brian Watson. Inning number 2, the top of the second. Here, BW, the visiting team in game number 2. And leading off the top of the second is Morgan Bruns. After that, it's McKenna Kumo. Then in the top of the order with Anna Eriksson following McKenna. No balls, 1 strike to Bruns. Inside, ball 1. One pitch. Ground ball to short. Pesh picks it up, bobbles it. And safe at first base is going to be Morgan Bruns on the air. It's shortstop.
Coming up next,
See
second base.
couple more miscues here by the Vikings than we did in game number 1. They were fairly clean in game number 1. And BW able to take advantage of it in the first inning. Let's see if they can do the same here in the second.
So McKenna Kumo coming to the plate now. Coming into today, McKenna was batting .343. Take strike 1. There's a little chopper down to first base. Welch bobbles it, picks it up, and gets over and steps on the bag. And Kumo is retired at first base. She gets up limping, Coach.
I don't like these collisions, Joe. I'm going to tell you that right now. I cringe every time I see a player
Coming to the plate.
that plays basketball get bumped into,
Especially for you, right?
or a ball come hard at them.
It's going to bring up Anna Eriksson. Anna grounded out in her first at bat. Right back to Nelson. Inside, it's a ball. As we found out here in between, Art was telling us that in girls softball, when there's a right-handed hitter, you cannot stand in your own on-deck circle. You have to go to the other side. So you just saw Abby Johnson trotting over to the other side to stand in front of the Pelican Rapids bench to get her cuts in on the warm-up side. So safety rule.
Safety issue, yeah.
There's a chopper, hard hit right back up the middle by Eriksson. And coming around to score is going to be Morgan Bruns for the RBI scoring single. And then the Pelican Rapids Vikings throwing it around a little bit. And going down to second on the air was Anna Eriksson. So base hit in the air drives in a run for the BW softball team.
Yeah, we've seen Eriksson hit a couple balls hard. She just drives that one right up the middle. And then a mishandle out there by Vanessa Booth. And the runner scores, and Eriksson goes to second.
So here's Abby Johnson. Takes low for a ball. I don't know if I dare say it, but it seems like the wind's dying down a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah, the breeze in here has definitely gone away.
Johnson drives that one out to center field for a hit. Booth bobbles it in center field, and coming home to score in a hurry is Eriksson. And Abby Johnson with an RBI single to right center.
Abby Johnson driving in her third run of the day. She had 2 RBIs in game number 1.
Up next.
And just a nice line shot out there to right center to drive in another run.
And that error allowing Eriksson to go to second allowed her to come home on that base hit by Johnson.
There are those miscues, and BW would take advantage of them.
Paige Kelson with a double in her first at bat. She's going to pop this one up here and getting over right in front of the bag at second base, and retiring Paige Kelson was Hybe. So a pop fly to second base is the second out here for BW.
Number 15, Izzy Wall.
It's going to bring up Izzy Wall. She walked and scored in her first at bat. Runner at first base is Abby Johnson with an RBI single. And there goes Abby. She'll get in there easily.
So there, BW being aggressive on the base pads.
So again, another runner in scoring position there for Coach Emdeck and the BW softball team.
2 outs here.
Swing, and it's popped up behind home plate. Getting out in front of it and making the catch there was Hazel Hallgrud, and retires Izzy Wall. But the BW softball team scores 2 here in the top of the second. They lead 5-1 as we go to the bottom of the second here, right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
Wahpeton Drug and Gift on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. Lori Strauss and her team have over 60 years of combined pharmaceutical experience. In addition to prescription medication, you can also find all of your over-the-counter pharmaceutical needs as well. Wahpeton Drug and Gift has a huge selection of home decor, gift ideas, and always free gift wrapping. You can find something for everyone at Wahpeton Drug and Gift, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9 to 2.
Have you ever considered chiropractic for your family? Dr. Andrea and the staff at Hornstein Family Chiropractic love to see families. With 16 years of experience seeing brand new babies, pregnant women, toddlers, teens, athletes, she cares for your family like it's her family. Join Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 715 Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton, and we will help your family grow up healthy. Call 701-672-1300 for the next soonest available appointment, because at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is a family affair. Two runs on 2 hits and 2 errors for BW in that one. So again, a few miscues there by Pelican Rapids as we go to the bottom of the second here with Allie Hybe. Allie Hybe is up.
Just kind of role reversals from game number 1.
Yeah.
I mean, BW getting those miscues and able to take advantage of them and turn them into runs.
So Lisney
Now coming to the plate,
hits Hybe.
fielder number 2.
I believe that's the second hit by pitch there for Lisney today. It's going to bring up Morgan Korf, right fielder for Pelican Rapids. We'll see. I was going to say we'll see if Pelican Rapids is going to be running right away here on the BW softball team.
Well, they've gone every time they've had this situation here, so we'll see if they continue to do it.
Hybe at first base. Was low. Good stop there by Erickson, but the count's 2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, any bobble, high pitch, or anything like that, you might see the runner go.
2-0 pitch. Inside, ball 3. So a hit batter, and now it's 3-0 here for Lisney. Facing Morgan Korf. Ball 4.
And that one just inside, tried to work the corner. Now she's been in a couple of jams. She was in a jam when she came into the game, had the bases loaded a couple times, and only gave up 2 runs. So let's see if she can continue to work and get herself out of this.
Ariana Villagomez at the plate now. Takes strike 1 from Lisney. So Lisney looking to get it out here. Inside to Villagomez. 1 ball, 1 strike. Coach Dan Beck down at third base. Cheering on his team down at third base. Swing on and miss. So it's 1-2 now to Villagomez. Again, a good spot here for Lisney to get the out. There's a little dribbler back to Lisney. She quickly goes over to first base to Bronson for the out.
Take the easy one there, get the first out.
Now batting the shortstop.
Runners
5,
advance.
Sylvia Pesh.
There's 1 out here for the Vikings as Sylvia Pesh comes up, and we've seen her slap the ball just about every time she's up. She takes that running start.
Little running bunt. You got third base in now here.
Starts out deep in the box and tries to do it, and that time it goes outside, so a good eye there by Pesh. If she pulls that ball at all toward first base, second base, run from third, Hybe will be coming in. And there it is. And that's going to be a base hit for her. So it worked out that time for her. As the run come across, she got an RBI infield single for Sylvia Pesh.
Just well played there by Pesh. Right down the line. able to beat it out, and the run scores.
Now batting, your center.
Now you got runners at the corners here with top of the order, Booth. That's Vanessa coming up here to the plate, Brian.
She has been a problem in game number 1 and in game number 2. She's going to show bunt here.
She pulls it back, and the Pesh hustles down to second base with the uncontested stolen base.
Yeah, that's par for the course. Did that in game number 1. Show bunt, take the base, no throw.
Call was a strike. Ooh, and good stop there by Erickson as that one scooted away from Lisney. And Vanessa Booth now is 1-1. One out here on the scoreboard. Swung on and fouled away, so it's 1-2 now. And we're in the bottom of the second here at Cowgirl Softball Diamond. 5-2 lead for the BW softball team on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. There's a little pop fly. Bronson's going to go back. Coolmo goes back, makes the catch over the head in foul territory. Coming home to score, and that is safe at home plate on the tag by Morgan Korf.
Kumo going a long way to get that ball, able to come up with it. He had Abby Bronson there too as well. Kumo had a better angle at it, but and then turns and tries to make the throw home and almost made it there. Just popped out of Erickson's glove on the tag.
Yeah, a little bit high on the throw, but Kumo did a nice job getting back there and making that catch in foul territory beyond first base. Nice catch over the shoulder, and retired Vanessa Booth, the tough out, but she got the sacrifice fly, and the RBI brings up Kiera Booth now for the Vikings. Get another run down at third base for the Vikings is Pesh. Pulled to the right side. Brunson gets over, hands the ball off just in time to Kumo. Brunson to Kumo, retires Kiera Booth. So the BW softball team retired the top two hitters there, Brian, and got out of the inning with just 2 runs. But it's a 5-3 lead for BW as we go to the top of the third right here on Three Borders Sports Network. Richland IFC works closely with their producers to utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity. Richland IFC is dedicated to working with their growers through relationships based on longevity and mutual benefits for all parties involved. Richland IFC and its producers utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity for food manufacturers. Richland IFC proudly supports all local sports teams. Have you ever considered chiropractic for your family? Dr. Andrea and the staff at Hornstein Family Chiropractic love to see families. With 16 years of experience seeing brand new babies, pregnant women, toddlers, teens, athletes, she cares for your family like it's her family. Join Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 715 Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton, and we will help your family grow up healthy. Call 701-672-1300 for the next soonest available appointment, because at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is a family affair.
I think what matters is you finding the right college for yourself. And so I transferred to NDSCS. I love the fact that people are always nice to you and you make a lot of great friends. My name is Dawafi and I am here for my future.
Wahpeton Drug and Gift on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. Lori Strauss.
There's my error, Joe.
All right, you got one error for the day. We'll let it go. As my partner Brian Watson doing a fine job on the computer again today, as always, and one just slipped away from him there. And,
yeah, one didn't get my glove all the way down.
0-2 to Abby Bronson. And there she pulls that one just past shortstop for a base hit. Nice swing for Abby. She's 2 for 2 on the day with a double and a single.
Yeah, Abby having a nice game too here.
Number 23.
Able to go 2 for 2.
Listening.
Coach Imda had talked about in the coach's show how well she'd been hitting the ball, and she's certainly getting that going here in game number 2.
Lisney now at the plate. She singled in her first at bat. This time she pops it up to short. Pesh And it's deeper than that. I thought it was just going right out to shortstop, but it's deeper than that. And making the catch out there in center field was Vanessa Booth. That went deeper than I thought it was,
Yeah,
Brian.
that ball really
Center
carried.
fielder number 2, Carsey Materi.
So the first out here for BW, as Lisney is retired on the fly ball, is going to bring up Carsey Materi. She struck out in her first at bat. Swung on and missed, and there goes Bronson down to second base, slides in underneath the tag with a stolen base. So again, another run in scoring position here for BW as Coach Imdeck gives the green light to Abby Bronson.
Only one out here.
Low ball. Carsey Materi broke the school record in three-pointers for Breckenridge Cowgirls this winter.
Yeah, she could shoot it. She could have taken a game off against us. That would have been nice.
Materi swings, and that one's out to center field. Vanessa Booth trots in a few steps and makes the catch and retires Carsey Materi.
Coming to the plate.
So 2 fly balls to center field here, 2 outs, just that quick for BW. Going to bring up Morgan Bruns, the right fielder. She reached on an error and scored in the second inning. That one squirts away. Brunson's going to hustle down to third on the pass ball. So Bruns with a run just a few feet away. She swings, pulls it over to Pesh at short, bobbles, and Bruns
Safe.
is safe at first base. So she got it. That bobble again, Brian.
Yeah, you just don't have any room for error there. You know, you think you have time to,
Second base,
try and wrap around that thing in, and before you know it, the runner's safe.
So the BW softball team gets one back here as McKenna Kuhlmo comes up to the plate. McKenna rounded out in her first at bat. There's a chopper right back to Nelson. Over to Welch, and McKenna is retired. But the Cowgirl, I did it again. I'm sorry, folks. The BW softball team scores one on a base hit there by Abby Brunson, and that retires the side here. But the Cowgirls score one more as we go to the bottom of the third. The BW softball team 6, Pelican Rapids 3.
Did you know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota? Or that we've been around for over 60 years? How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connect.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
Yes, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. For sure, I look back at all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
We're going to the bottom of the third. We got a pitching change, Brian. Abby Johnson comes in to pitch from shortstop, and moving out to shortstop is going to be Annika Lisney. So Abby Johnson comes in. She's leading the BW softball team with 32 innings pitched here for the BW softball team. She has a 6.47 ERA coming into today.
See if she can continue to keep things going here.
So Abby's got a quick wind up there and delivers strike one to Greta Tollefsen here to lead off the bottom of the third. Abby comes in a little bit high with that one. One of the other safety things that they came with, and I don't know how many years ago it was, Brian, but I like seeing at least the pitchers wearing that little face protector that they have, and the third baseman wears it, and sometimes you see first baseman wearing it too, but I think it's a great, as that one's fouled back out of play, it's just a great safety feature. Even in the college women's softball, you see most of the infielders all wearing that face protection.
Yeah, that ball comes off the bat hot. There's not a lot of room between the plate and third, and it's just an issue. And you see the safety precautions that the rules committee has taken, and you see expanded throughout the game.
Abby Johnson records a strikeout there.
24, Hazel Haugrud.
She lit up on that pitch a little bit, and that's going to bring up Hazel Haugrud. She walked it in her first at bat. And Abby's got a lot of motion in her windup, and then sometimes she just floats that thing in there a little bit. Comes up high, ball 2. Abby, a sophomore for the BW softball team. It's ball 3. Abby's recorded 16 strikeouts on the year for the BW softball team. There she brings a slow one in for a strike.
A little off-speed number. Dropping it right in there.
3-1 pitch. Strike 2. She's coming back.
Another one.
She knows she can get that one across, apparently. It's the first time you and I have seen her pitch. And she got her on that one. Again, another strikeout looking for Abby Johnson. And that's 2 outs now for the Vikings as Ellie Welch comes to the plate.
Yeah, Abby's got a little quicker release, a little different, a couple different pitches that she can throw, and able to fool for the strikeout there.
Ball came over the field in the right field fence there from the JV game, and now we're back ready for play. Johnson delivers. There's swing, and Lisney is short. Over to first base, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 for the BW softball team here in the bottom of the third. We're going to go to the top of the fourth with the BW softball team leading the Pelican Rapids Vikings 6-3. Right after this, we'll be right back on Three Borders Sports Network. Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. Thrivent combines financial expertise with purpose-based planning to help you with where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent and Will Ulick supports all area sports teams and wishes them the best of luck.
Wahpeton Drug and Gift on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. Lori Strauss and her team have over 60 years of combined pharmaceutical experience. In addition to prescription medication, you can also find all of your over-the-counter pharmaceutical needs as well. Wahpeton Drug and Gift has a huge selection of home decor, gift ideas, and always free gift wrapping. You can find something for everyone at Wahpeton Drug and Gift, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9 to 2.
I think what matters is you finding the right college for yourself. And so I transferred to NDSCS. I love the fact that people are always nice to you and you make a lot of great friends. My name is Dawafi and I am here for my future.
All right, we're back here for the top of the fourth now. Breckenridge Wahpeton softball team is the visiting team here in game number 2. And Anna Erickson going to lead it off here for the BW softball team. Takes high and away, ball 1. Kaya Nelson on the hill. Go ahead, Brian.
Able to produce runs here in game number 2. See if they can tack on a few more here.
Fly ball to right field. It's deep, and it's gone. It's a home run for Anna Erickson. There's that first home run for the BW softball team as the team comes out to home plate to greet Anna Erickson on that home run over the right field fence.
If one was going to go out, Joe, that's where it was going to go. Able to use the wind and carry it out. We've seen her hit the ball hard today. and able to get all of that one and get it all the way out over the 185 fence in right field.
Good for her, Brian. And we actually got that one here on Three Borders Sports Network. We're happy for her. So good for BW's softball team and Anna Erickson. First home run of the year for the girls.
Stretching out that lead 7-3 now.
Abby Johnson, the pitcher for BW. She's at the plate. There's another base hit to right field. So good solid base hit to right field for Abby Johnson. And 2 hits, 2 runners.
Coming to the plate, the left field.
BW really starting to slap the ball around here.
Abby Johnson so far is 1 for 2 on the day, and then she got that single. Now she's 2 for 3. So it's going to be Paige Kelson now. She hit the ball deep in the first 2 games. Got a double here in her first at-bat, flew out to second base in her second at-bat. And Abby Johnson is going to get caught in the pickle, and she does get back in time. She dives head first back into first base, and she's safe.
Got lucky there, able to get back.
She had a slow jump, I think, Brian.
Yeah, I think she just got a bad start there and turn around and go back. Fortunate to make it back there.
Yeah, she read it well and said, I better go back, and did well to get back. Coach Margaret Wilson helping her out there as that one's fouled out of play and just misses that white Tahoe over there. So no balls, 2 strikes to Paige Kelson. High and away. So 1-2 now. Abby Johnson at first base with a base hit. Anna Erickson with the first home run of the year for BW. Led off the top of the 4th, and that one's away, ball 2. Two and 2. Kaya Nelson set to deliver, and she does. Just off the plate, ball 3. And Haugrud behind the plate wanted that one. She held it there for a few seconds there to let umpire Reed Johnson take a good look at it. That one's right down the middle, and a line drive caught. Nice catch by Pesh, and Abby Johnson has to hustle back to first base for the first out.
Yeah, Pesh using all of her reach there to get that one. Sends Abby hustling back to first base.
So a line drive out there from Kelson. She's hit the ball hard as Paige Kelson today, but that's going to bring up Izzy Wall. Izzy Wall so far walked and scored and hit a foul ball behind home plate, and the catcher Haugrud caught it. Right back up the middle. It's off of Nelson's glove, and everybody's going to be safe. So an infield base hit there for Izzy Wall. Puts runners at first and second for BW.
Another hard hit ball. They're really starting to slap the ball around. They've been hitting the ball hard all day, and had a bit of bad luck in the first game, but things are coming around here in game number 2.
Speaking of hitting the ball hard, Abby Bronson fouls that one off, and it's strike 1 to Abby Bronson. She's singled and doubled and scored both times, and she's hit the ball hard for the BW softball team here. Nelson delivers. Ground ball to second. It's bobbled. Bronson's got a hustle. And coming home to score, as Bronson, I believe, was safe at first, and coming home all the way from second base was Abby Johnson to score. And Bronson with the reaching on an error.
Yeah, Abby able to beat that one out and drives in the run.
Got her for 2 RBIs, and we've got a mound visit. This mound visit brought to you by Wahpeton Drug. Wahpeton Drug right downtown Dakota Avenue. Got your prescription needs, your over-the-counter needs. They got gifts and much, much more. They'll even do some gift wrapping for you, Brian. And stop down there and see Lori and Shannon and the whole crew down at Wahpeton Drug in downtown Wahpeton, right on Dakota Avenue. Wahpeton Drug, this mound visit sponsor. Coach Beck just about ready to call it. He's going to leave everybody where they're at. Just giving them a good pep talk as the BW softball team leads his team 8-3 here in the top of the 4th.
Just a little reset, try and regroup, refocus.
So that's going to bring up Annika Lisney. Started out pitching, and now she's the shortstop for BW. Runners at first and second. That's a fly ball foul out of play. Right on top of the roof of the first base dugout. Runners at first and second. It's an infield fly rule is in effect. with just one out. Lisney takes that one, and it's low for a ball. It's 1-1.
JV game must be done.
JV game done, Art? Yep. So we'll see if we can get a report for you as soon as we hear. We'll let you know. There's a drive to short. Pesh picks it up, flips it over to second, and retires Bronson at second base. Reaching on the fielder's choice is
Coming to
Lisney.
the plate, the center fielder number 2.
Still have
Percy.
runners on the
Material.
corners here. Good things can happen with 2 outs here.
And it's how the BW softball team scored their 3 runs in the first inning with 2 outs, Brian.
Carson Materi at the plate here, trying to keep things going.
So Wall at third, Lisney at first. And at the plate for BW is Carson Materi. And it's ball 1 to Carson. That was close to your camera, Brian.
That was right over the camera.
That was very, very close. Got some fans down there in the stands there. Joel Lisney, a good faithful watcher of Three Border Sports, is looking up at the camera to make sure it's okay. So, Joel, we're good, buddy. As Abby Johnson comes over to retrieve that one.
We should have put a note down there to the fans, protect at all costs.
Yeah. It's not a cheap camera, folks. Carson Materi bounces out of the way, and coming home to score on the pass ball is Abby Brunson, or excuse me, that's Izzy Wall scoring for the BW softball team. Looked at my scorebook wrong there. It was Izzy Wall coming in to score the 3rd run of the inning.
All those things that were going well for Pelican in game number 1, now they're going well for BW.
So a 3-1 count now to Carson. Takes strike 2 and the count's full.
Yeah, certainly got the corner there.
Nice pitch by Nelson.
That one looked really good.
So Lisney down at second base. And I didn't see, was that a foul tip into the mitt? Is that what it was? Must have been.
Yeah.
Strikeout anyway.
Strikeout.
All right. So that'll be the 3rd out for BW here in the top of the 4th. Not before they score 3 runs here in the top of the 4th, and now lead the Pelican Rapids Vikings 9-3. We'll take a break on Three Borders Sports Network, and we'll be right back after this.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
Thrivent Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. Thrivent combines financial expertise with purpose-based planning to help you with where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent and Will Ulick supports all area sports teams and wishes them the best of luck. Well, Brian, leadoff home run by Anna Eriksson helped the BW softball team jump out for 3 runs here in the top of the 4th. Again, first home run for BW in the season, and come at a timely manner for the BW girls.
Yeah, stretch the lead out 9-3 here.
Foul ball in foul territory, caught over there. And third base side by Wall. And retires Hybe.
Izzy doing a good job over there coming up with that ball. Get the first out of the inning.
She had to reach out for that one heading toward the fence, and that's never an easy play when you know that fence is coming up hard on you.
Reaching across her body to come up with it.
Morgan Korf up. She walked and scored in her first at bat. Abby Johnson brings strike 1. As the JV folks are starting to make their way over. Abby Johnson brings it in, and that's pulled foul. Abby Johnson with that face protector on, and then she's got sunglasses underneath it, and then the straps are pulled off to the sides of her ears, and there's a call strike. That's her third one since she's come in.
She has been able to just fool the hitters since she's been up there.
Ariana Villagomez.
So that's Ariana Villagomez coming up next. She grounded out in her first at bat. There's a call strike in the inside corner. Nine to 3 here. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Johnson floats that one in. It's a little pop fly. Johnson hustles up and makes the catch as she crosses into foul territory and retires the side. 1, 2, 3. She's got a couple of them in a row here as we go to the top of the fifth. BW 9, Pelican Rapids 3. The Wahpeton Daily News wishes all area sports teams the best of luck this year. The Wahpeton Daily News thanks you for supporting local journalism, including the Daily News and the News Monitor. Keep up with local news, sports stories, and personal interest stories in our papers. Check out www.wahpetondailynews.com for more information about our e-newsletter right at your own computer. The Daily News supports all area sports teams and wishes all of the teams the best of luck this season. Have you ever considered chiropractic for your family? Dr. Andrea and the staff at Hornstein Family Chiropractic love to see families. With 16 years of experience seeing brand new babies, pregnant women, toddlers, teens, athletes, she cares for your family like it's her family. Join Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 715 Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton, and we will help your family grow up healthy. Call 701-672-1300 for the next soonest available appointment, because at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is a family affair. Welcome back to Cowgirl Field, Three Borders Sports Network. Joe Schreiner, Brian Watson. We are heading to the top of the fifth. Abby Johnson is retired 6 straight here. She came in relief of Annika Lisney. Done a great job here for the Breckenridge Wahpeton.
Yeah, she's coming in and a great job of shutting the Vikings down.
So Morgan Bruns up for BW. She reached on an error twice and scored once. Kaya Nelson delivers, catches the corner, called strike.
Morgan started game number 1 as the pitcher and then moved to right field.
There's Morgan, grounds it to Pesh at short. Pesh picks it up, got a hustle, and gets her just in time over at first base as Morgan Bruns was hustling down the line.
Morgan just one step short there, half a step maybe. Good hustle down the line, just not able to get there.
So that's going to bring up McKenna Kumo. Rounded out twice so far for BW. Kumo takes the outside corner for a strike.
Yeah, she knew that one was a strike.
Yep.
So I think she liked that one and wasn't happy that she didn't swing at it.
Kumo swings at that one and bounces it over the shortstop's head at Pesh. And she'll get a base hit. She'll be on first with a base hit single.
Nice hit there.
Now coming to the plate.
It's going to bring Anna Erickson. She homered in the last at bat. A home run just herself. A leadoff home run. She has a single, and she grounded out once. So Anna Erickson at the plate with a runner on this time. She was behind that one, but it's fouled away. BW leads 9-3 here. Pelican Rapids won the first game, 10-6. That one's outside. Erickson gets that outside pitch. He just might push that one over the fence again.
Yeah. She's not afraid of it.
Coach Emdeck flashing some signs. We'll see if Kumo gets a chance to steal here, B-Dub. Nope. She goes back to first base. So it's 2-1 now to Erickson. Erickson steps into the box, chokes up on the bat just a little bit. That time she pokes it, and it's going to be foul. And the count goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the ground ball foul.
Yeah, just a little bit late again. You really don't have much time to react, Joe. You know, the mound's only 43 feet away, and that ball's coming in there hot. You got to get your timing down. It's just a little bit late in the last two there.
2-2 pitch from Nelson. Again, there's another ground ball. That time it squirts underneath the glove of Hybe and heading over to third base. And the girls are hustling here for BW, as heading over to third base was Kumo, and then over to second base was Erickson on the air.
Yeah, they're taking any advantage that they can on the bases. And Kumo making it all the way to third, and Erickson standing up on second.
So BW threatening again here as Abby Johnson comes to the plate looking to help herself. Runners in scoring position.
Only one out here. Top of the fifth.
1 ball, no strikes to Abby Johnson. She swings and drives that one to right, going back, and it just off the top of the fence. That was a fence rattler back there, and 2 runs come in to score for BW as Abby Johnson drives in 2 as Kumo and Erickson score on a double, 2 RBI double by Abby Johnson.
Now batting.
Fire the groundskeeper on that one, Joe. He's got to get that yellow railing down a little bit, about an inch too high, and that one's over.
Well, Chad's listening. He sent the text message a little while ago, so thanks, Chad. And you just heard what B-Dub said there. That one's fouled back. And it is strike 1 to Paige Kelson. She's hit the ball hard so far. So go ahead, B-Dub. Go ahead and rip on Chad.
Abby hit that one just about as perfect as you can. Just
left a dent there in the yellow tubing.
Yeah, just an inch short. Otherwise, it skips over.
Yep. Almost the second home run of the day, hit the right field. That one's pulled up to the left field side, and is that going to drop? Nope, coming in and making the catch in left field is Kiera Booth. So that is the second out here.
Yeah, Booth doing a good job of running that one down. Not an easy play out there. Had to go cover a lot of ground and go get that one.
Izzy Wall comes to the plate. She walked and scored in the first. Popped out in foul territory in the second, and singled and scored in the fourth. She takes ball 1. So 11-3 here now. As Izzy Wall takes called strike, it's 1-1. That's way outside. Abby Johnson's got a big lead down at second. Izzy Wall swings, and it's just a little ground ball out to Nelson at the mound, and she gets it over in time to retire Izzy Wall at first base. So that retires the side for BW. Not before they score 3 runs here in the top of the 5th, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. BW 11, Pelican Rapids 3.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Did you know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota? Or that we've been around for over 60 years? How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connecting.
All right, welcome back to Cowgirl Field here at Breckenridge High School, Breckenridge, Minnesota. The Breckenridge Wahpeton softball team leading the Pelican Rapids Vikings 11-3 here as we go to the bottom of the 5th. And PA announcer Art Grocko pointed out to us here, Brian, in between innings, the BW softball team has scored in every inning so far here. They scored 3 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and 2 in the 5th.
Yeah, they've got it going in game number 2. They just struggled a little bit in game number 1. They hit the ball hard, and now they're finding those holes and able to also get the home run to put the points on the board up 11-3 here in bottom of the 5th.
And now batting here is Sylvia Pesch. She got a single in her first one, and again, we've seen her slapping that ball, and this time she slapped her way up short to McKenna Kumo. There's a call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. She slapped the last one right in front of McKenna Kumo, and there was no chance for a play at first base. High ball 2. 2-1.
Drove in a run the last time at bat.
That's right. But Abby Johnson's retired 6 in a row, and there's the announcer jinx. Oh, there's a nice slow roller, and Pesch reaches on another base hit. That was just like a swinging bunt there, and she knows what she's doing with that one, Brian.
That's a tough play, Joe. And you got her down there, bottom of the order, and then here comes Vanessa Booth, who's been a tough out all day. And she's going to try and move her around.
Singled in the first.
Vanessa.
Sacrifice fly in the second for Vanessa Booth. We're in the bottom of the 5th. There comes the square bunt, and I bet you Pesch is going to be going.
There she goes.
And there she goes. And the throw down to second. Got her in time. So there's the first retirement on the stolen base, as Pesch is retired on the throw down to second base. Nice throw from Erickson. And covering on that one over there was Lisney.
Yeah, Al doing a good job of being able to bring that throw in and get the tag. But that'd been the MO all day. Pelican showing bunt and then going to steal. Good throw there by Erickson, right on the money.
Right on the money. Booth swings that one foul. Just over the head of some fans sitting here in the bleachers. A couple of oohs and ahs. Everybody's safe. Johnson delivers. Comes up high to Vanessa Booth. Count now 3-1. That one's outside. Oh, no.
Whoa.
Vanessa Booth thought it was ball 4. I did too, and she's got to come back now for a full count pitch from Abby Johnson.
She was halfway to first base.
Yes, she was. She got way ahead of that floater there by Abby Johnson and pulled that one foul down the first baseline. So Vanessa not fooled by the off-speed pitch on that one. One out here in the bottom of the 5th. BW leads Pelican Rapids 11-3. And that one's pulled foul.
Just foul.
Down into the corner.
She's just got to wait a little bit longer, just a hair longer. And get one in play. She's been productive at the plate today. Scored a bunch of times in game number 1.
And she pulls that one right into the glove, and now it's bobbled, and reaching on the air is Vanessa Booth.
Yeah, probably should have been one that Abby could have brought in and made it to the bag, but I think trying to do too many things at once there, worried more about trying to get to the bag than bringing the ball in, and the ball gets away from her.
So coming up now is Kiera Booth. She pulls it to the first base side, in between first and second for a base hit, and Vanessa is heading to third base, and no issues there on the speed with Vanessa Booth.
Wheels pay off there.
Yes, they did.
Your third baseman, number 25.
So that's going to bring up Greta Tollefsen. Again, how big was that first out there that the BW softball team got, Brian, on that stolen base?
Yeah, you needed that one. That kind of won't sting as much here.
Kiera Booth goes down to second base uncontested as the fake bunt was out. So runners now at second and third for Pelican Rapids. Johnson delivers, pulled foul down the third baseline. Sun's starting to set in left field. Got plenty of time yet to get this one in, unless we go a lot of extra innings. 0-2 to Tollefsen. Swung on and a drive to base hit out in the center field. One run will score. And that's where they're going to end up at the corners and heading to second base. And diving into second base was Tollefsen.
So Pelican gets one more back there.
Hazel Hallgrud.
That brings up Hazel Hallgrud, walked and struck out on the day.
There's a question here from Coach Imdak. I don't know if time was called and the runner went to second.
I don't think she really gave herself back up there. See what the referee, or I did it again, Art. See what the umpires call on this one. I think they're going to tell her to go back.
Send her back to first.
Yep. So a good call there, Brian. Umpires agreed with you.
It was the first time for everything, Joe.
Yeah. You and an official get along there on the same call.
Oh, come on. We get along real well.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I've seen your games.
Yeah.
Hazel Hallgrud up. Getting one out here for Pelican Rapids. Runners at the corners. And the throw down to second. They got her at second base, but the run will come home to score. Throw down to second base gets Greta Tollefsen, but coming home to score was Kiera Booth.
Another good throw by Erickson. Good cover by Cuomo. Able to hang on to the ball after the collision.
Fouled away. So the bases are empty now for Pelican Rapids. They've scored 2 this inning here off of Abby Johnson. Net hitter. Right on the left side.
Yeah, that BW's got to get out of this inning.
Now batting your first baseman, number 28.
Just got to let that one go.
Well,
Okay, still have 11-4 lead. Don't worry about the runner. Just get her out here.
I think I've got 11-5. The scoreboard says 11-4, but I've got 11-5. What do you got, Art?
I got 11-5 as well.
Oh, they do? Okay. I got 5 also. All right. Scooting down to second base was Hallgrud. That one got away from Erickson. The pitch. Swung on and drove to the left. Kelson coming in, and she's got to get on her horse and doesn't make the catch. Just off her glove and falls in for a hit. And coming home to score was Hazel Hallgrud.
Yeah, Kelson came in and then turned her glove the opposite way to try and backhand it. And not able to get underneath the ball and falls to the ground.
Number 22.
So Allie Hybe comes up now.
Just kind of caught in that tweener spot, or whether to have her glove up or down.
Swung on and missed. Erickson comes up ready to fire as Welch threatened to go but decided to stay. Erickson with the last 2 attempts has thrown out the runners.
Pelican starting to creep back in this thing.
Swing and a miss. And that one gets away, but everybody stays put.
Now the scoreboard corrected. Now they got 6.
Now the scoreboard's right.
Yeah.
So 11-6. Swung on and back to the fence. And it's no balls, 2 strikes now as Abby Johnson gets ahead in the count, looking to retire Allie Hybe. She floats that one in again, catches the off speed and catches Hybe for strike 3 and retires the side. Not before the Pelican Rapids Vikings score 3, and I believe on 4 hits, stranding 1. So at the end of 5 innings of play, we're going to the top of the 6th. It's 11-6 in favor of the BW softball team. Richland IFC works closely with their producers to utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity. Richland IFC is dedicated to working with their growers through relationships based on longevity and mutual benefits for all parties involved. Richland IFC and its producers utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity for food manufacturers. Richland IFC proudly supports all local sports teams.
Wahpeton Drug and Gift on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. Lori Strauss and her team have over 60 years of combined pharmaceutical experience. In addition to prescription medication, you can also find all of your over-the-counter pharmaceutical needs as well. Wahpeton Drug and Gift has a huge selection of home decor, gift ideas, and always free gift wrapping. You can find something for everyone at Wahpeton Drug and Gift, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9 to 2.
All right, we're to the top of the 6th now. BW gave up a couple runs there in the bottom of the 5th, and it's an 11-6 game here as Nelson delivers to Abby Brunson, swing and a miss.
See if they can continue their scoring ways, scoring in every inning so far.
So what do you tell the girls, Brian, when you're in there in between innings, and what's your pep talk there, that 5-second pep talk? Line drive shot to Pesh, right into her glove, and a nice catch. Retires Abby Brunson.
I mean, really, you just want to kind of keep the good things going. Don't worry about the little miscues that you had. You still got out of the inning. You just now need to turn around and continue to be productive at the plate, see if you can add to this lead.
So Lisney comes to the plate now. She singled, flew out to center, reached on a fielder's choice. 1 for 3 on the day for Annika. Takes outside, ball. Yeah, just keep focused and just keep doing what you're doing, kids, huh?
Yeah, the things are going good at the plate. You got to keep that going. See if you can add a couple more here.
Sun goes behind a cloud out in left field, so a few seconds here of shadow disappearing. That's low. It's 3-1 now to Lisney. Inside, ball 4. So Lisney draws a walk. Now we'll bring up the number 7 hitter, Carsey Materi.
Center fielder number 2.
Be patient at the plate.
Materi.
You're going to get one that you like at some point.
Carsey's due. Comes into the day batting .250. She's 0 for 3 on the day, so she wants to keep her average. She's got to get the hit here.
She's due for one.
Just outside corner, called strike. And just that quick, the sun comes back out again. Nelson delivers, low ball. Materi, Bruns, and Coolmo due up. We're in the top of the 6th. 1 out. Swung on and missed.
Yeah, got her to chase that one.
Nice pitch by Nelson. Yeah. Little inside out pitch. The pitch. There's Materi for a base hit. There's her base hit. Brian, she was due and she got it.
Yeah, she had one earlier in the game where it was in that kind of same spot and it got knocked down. Able to take advantage of it, put it right in the right spot, and move the runner over.
Morgan, run.
And now for
just what you want to see here. We got a pinch hitter.
Yeah, it's not Bruns.
Ella Martz.
Number 20, Ella Martz.
So Ella Martz comes up to pinch hit. Takes a call strike. So Ella Martz batting here for Morgan Bruns.
That one out there on the very edge of the plate.
Swings and misses. Strike 2. Runners on first and second for BW. 1 out and an 0-2 pitch to Ella Martz. Kaya Nelson. There she drills it right back to Nelson at the pitcher's mound, and she gets it over to get the lead runner at third base and retires Lisney at third base.
Still in the same position here. Runners at first and second. And see if Kinna can keep things alive here with 2 outs at the top of the 6th.
Big at bat here for the sophomore. 1 for 3 on the day here for McKenna. Takes low ball 1. BW looking to get some of those runs back here as they gave up 3 in the last inning. They still lead 11-6 here in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. Swung on and missed.
And she liked that one, just not able to make it. kind of chased a little bit. That one was away off the plate.
Kumo pops that one up. Short center field. Vanessa Booth makes the catch and retires the side. BW threatens here in the top of the 6th, but Strand 2 here, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. The BW softball team leading Pelican Rapids 11-6.
Have you ever considered chiropractic for your family? Dr. Andrea and the staff at Hornstein Family Chiropractic love to see families. With 16 years of experience seeing brand new babies, pregnant women, toddlers, teens, athletes, she cares for your family like it's her family. Join Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 715 Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton, and we will help your family grow up healthy. Call 701-672-1300 for the next soonest available appointment, because at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is a family affair. Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. Thrivent combines financial expertise with purpose-based planning to help you with where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent and Will Ulick supports all area sports teams and wishes them the best of luck.
Yes, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. For sure, I look back at all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
Well, we're going to the bottom of the 6th here. BW leads Pelican Rapids 11-6, Brian. The BW softball team so far, 11 hits. They've had 5 errors committed by Pelican Rapids and only have 11 runs to show for it. They've left 7 on base for BW. So some missed opportunities, but they're taking advantage of some of them as well.
Yeah, they're hitting the ball a lot better than they did in game number 1. But still leaving 7 out there, that's tough. You'd like to, you don't want to be greedy, but you'd like to have a few more as Pelicans crept back in this game here the last couple of innings.
So up now for Pelican Rapids with strike 1 on her is Morgan Korf. Reached on a walk and scored and struck out in her second at bat. Little wind swirl there goes through, and home plate umpire Reed Johnson calls timeout. Let that settle down a little bit. And we're ready to go. Abby again floats that one in there, and way ahead of it was Korf, pulling that one foul over the third base dugout.
Yeah, she's got that little floater going, and it's a bit of an off-speed pitch. And sometimes you look at it and you say, well, it's not going to be a strike, and it just drops right in.
Yeah. The 0-2 pitch. And again, a floater, and that one's pulled down the third base line, fair. So base hit down the line for Korf on the 0-2 pitch. So good at bat there from Morgan Korf.
Yeah, Abby maybe going to the well one time too often there.
Designated player number 29, Ariana Villagomez.
Who's going to bring up Villa Gomez? She's 0 for 2 on the day. Number 8 hitter. So again, Abby Johnson and the BW softball team want to get some outs here in that lower part of the order, because you know who's coming up at the top.
Yeah, you got Booth and Booth at the top of that order.
Booth squared.
Exactly, and they've done well. So you want to try and avoid them with runners in scoring position.
There's a ground ball to third, picked up over by Wall to second base. Not in time, or yes, it was in time. And retired at second base was Korf. So Wald retiring Morgan Korf at second base. So good play by Izzy Wall.
Yeah, you get the lead runner, and we'll see if this Pesh.
Yes.
See if she continues her little slapping ways here. Yeah, there it is.
And a little pop right out in front of the home plate, and Erickson picks it up. That's one of those you might have been better off just letting it hit and see if it rolled back foul.
Yeah, I think that had enough backspin on it to roll foul.
Yep.
But just a natural reaction to put your glove down.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Pesh being successful there another time there, just moving the runner over.
She's got 3 of those here in game 2. She's 3 for 3 with those things.
Just be productive at what you do.
Low, ball 1 to Vanessa Booth. Vanessa singled and scored in the first. Sacrifice fly in the second. Reached on an air and scored in the third. And that one's right out in front of the plate. They got to go to first in a hurry, and I believe they got her at first. So good play there by Bronson. Erickson to Bronson. Bronson had all she could do to get back on the bag and make the out. Wow, nice play.
Yeah, with Booth kind of coming at her, it's kind of tough to pick up the ball there. And Abby doing a good job of getting her foot on the bag and making the play, making the catch and the play.
Umpires wanted to make sure everybody was on the bags when they were supposed to be. And Booth is retired. That's going to bring up Kiera Booth now.
Yeah, Booth number 1 is tough to get out.
Booth number 1 and Booth number 2, huh?
Yeah.
Slapped right back past Johnson. Kumo's got to get over and hurry, and she does not get it over in time, and 2 runs are going to score here. As that one scooted by Johnson, Kumo picked it up, got it over to first, but just not in time, and Kiera Booth drives in 2 on that one.
Yeah, you can get 1 Booth, but you can't get 2. And then she drives in 2 runs. They're just a good combination at the top of the order there for Pelican Rapids.
So now we've got a ball game again, Brian. It's a 3-run lead here for BW in the bottom of the 6th, and Pelican Rapids still at bat. Going to bring up Greta Tollefsen. Grounded out, struck out, and singled.
Got to get yourself out of the inning here.
Get back in and get some more insurance for the BW softball team.
You got to make up for that last inning. You didn't score any runs in that last inning. You had scored every inning since.
Low, ball 1. I thought that was ball 2, but it shows 1-1 on the scoreboard. Johnson delivers. Call strike. One ball, 2 strikes. Abby Johnson looking to shut him down. Delivers the 1-2 pitch. There's a little pop fly to third base. Wall going back and makes the catch and retires the side, but not before Pelican Rapids scores 2 more. And we're going to the top of the 7th with BW leading 11-8 over Pelican Rapids. Join us right back here for the 7th inning on Three Borders Sports Network.
Did you know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota? Or that we've been around for over 60 years? How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connecting.
Around here, every town is a sports town. And why not? Sports were important to us growing up. And we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead. And why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Well, we're going to the top of the 7th here, Brian, and Pelican Rapids makes a pitching change. Maddie Tolerud comes back in.
Yes, she did a good job in game number 1. Made it difficult for BW, so going to go back to her and see if she can shut them down for the 7th inning, see if they can get back at the plate and score 3 runs.
8 runs on 9 hits for Pelican Rapids here. They scored 2 more here in the 6th. As we go to the top of the 7th, and leading off is the leadoff hitter, Anna Erickson. She homered earlier and scored 3 times. She's singled, homered, and reached on an air and scored in all 3 of those. Grounded out once. Takes call strike from Tollerud.
Tollerud not messing around with that one.
Nope. Nice swing there and it's going deep, and she's going to get two. She does! And another one goes deep for Anna Eriksson. She's got 2 homers on today, and both times nobody on base, but she'll take them for the second home run for the BW softball team.
Just a good solid swing, good contact, able to drive that ball. Wind not blowing now, Joe.
Not as much as it was before, but that was a solid home run there for Anna.
Yeah, clearing the 185 fence by a good 10 feet.
That's going to bring up Abby Johnson, so the BW softball team gets one of those runs back here that they gave up in the 6th as Tollerud comes in and gives up the leadoff home run to Anna Eriksson. Abby Johnson takes low ball.
I mean, that could be your
I
deciding
think that was that an 0-2 pitch too?
I think it
was that an 0-2 pitch, Art? She was behind in the count, I thought, wasn't she?
I think so.
So Anna doing a good job.
It was 0-2. Because the first pitch was a strike, and then she fouled one off.
Yeah, she fouled one off, yep.
I have a hard time looking around at the scoreboard with that sun.
That's tough sun right now over looking to left field with that sun coming down. So Abby Johnson now, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tollerud delivers, and it's a ground ball to Pesh at short. She's going to get it over to Welch just in time to retire Abby Johnson on the 6-3 putout.
Yeah, just in time.
Left fielder number
Abby
24.
almost made it there again, a half step short.
You said that all day, Brian. You just can't bobble anything here in this game, or you're going to get somebody on.
Yeah, I mean, even the plays that are out here, the last couple that we've seen, they're just out by a step. So that's why you have any miscue, it's going to be difficult to make the out.
Paige Kelson at the plate. So far, Paige doubled and scored, and she's flew out twice in a line drive, solid line drive to Pesh. Hit the ball hard, but just right at her. Swinging a foul tip, and it goes back to the fence. So it's 1-1 to Paige Kelson. She pops that one up in the infield. Pesh going to get underneath it at shortstop and drops it. Popped right out of her glove. She had it gauged, hit her glove, and popped right out, and Kelson reaches on the air.
Yeah, I think that one missed the web and caught her in the palm and bounced right out of her glove.
Batting, third baseman number 15.
Brian, that is the 6th error on Pelican Rapids that I have unofficially. Brings up Izzy Wall now. She's going to drive it over to second base, picked up at second base, and tossed it over to Welch. It was Hybe for the putout.
Ball died as soon as it hit the ground. It's a weird spin on it.
Now batting, your first baseman number 11.
So Kelson trots down to second base. It's going to bring up Abby Bronson. And Hudson down to third base. On the wild pitch was Paige Kelson. So a run just 60 feet away for the BW softball team. So Bronson just looking to drive it now and put it in play. Tollerud brings it in just a little bit low. Shakes her head. She wasn't too sure about that one. The count goes to 2 balls, no strikes. Bronson fouls that one back, and it's 2-1. So good 2-0 swing there by Abby. 2 outs here, 2-1 or 2-1 count to Abby Bronson. Swung on and missed. It's 2-2. So here we go, Brian. Deuce is wild on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
And be confident up there, Abby.
Basin Maddie Tollerud delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that will retire the side. Not before the BW softball team scores 1 on a home run by Anna Eriksson. Her second one of the day. Puts the lead to 12-8 for BW as we go to the bottom of the 7th right here on Three Borders Sports Network.
Thrivent and Will Ulick provides clarity for where you are today, confidence for where you go tomorrow. Thrivent combines financial expertise with purpose-based planning to help you with where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. At Thrivent, Will Ulick can help you address a variety of complex subjects to meet your unique wealth management needs, from retirement planning to investment management and estate planning. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Thrivent and Will Ulick supports all area sports teams and wishes them the best of luck. Richland IFC works closely with their producers to utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity. Richland IFC is dedicated to working with their growers through relationships based on longevity and mutual benefits for all parties involved. Richland IFC and its producers utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity for food manufacturers. Richland IFC proudly supports all local sports teams.
All right, my friend Brian, we're going to the bottom of the 7th here. BW softball leads Pelican Rapids 12-8, and they're leading off with the number 4 hitter, Hazel Haugerud.
Let's see if Abby Johnson has one more inning in her.
Floats that one in a little bit too high, ball. And the crowd starting to get into it now as the Pelican Rapids bench cheering on their teammates. Hazel Haugerud at the plate. There's that little floater pitch.
Floater right there. It just drops right in there.
I'm sure she's got a name for that pitch. We'll have to ask her after the game. Pulled fair is a base hit there for Haugerud, and she's going to round first and head to second, and she'll get into second standing up. So number 4 hitter Haugerud lines one down the third base line for a double, and that's going to bring up Ellie Welch.
Ellie Welch.
Got a 4-1 cushion here. Just got to get out.
Welch so far in this second game, she's 1 for 3. She singled in the 5th and a couple of ground outs. Again, the BW softball team just has to worry about the hitter and get the out there, Brian, somewhere. There's pulled to the third base side. Wall looks the runner back, goes over to first in time. And they do get the out.
Yeah, Abby doing everything she can to stay on the bag there with the throw.
Up next, the second
and able to get the first out of the inning.
Abby did a good job staying there. I was actually looking to see if they'd pulled her off, but nobody appealed, so there's one out here now for Pelican Rapids as Hybe comes up. Takes high from Abby Johnson. One out here in the bottom of the 7th. Abby Johnson delivers right between her legs. Back up the middle it goes into center field and coming home to score. And again, that's the 9th run on a base hit RBI single for Hybe.
Yeah, a good hit there by Hybe. But you as BW, you can't worry about that run.
Nope.
You just got to worry about getting 2 more outs here.
Yep.
Can't worry about what's already happened.
Tying run on deck for Pelican Rapids. There's that floater pitch and pulled hard down the third baseline. Korf was way ahead of that one. She singled in her last at bat, walked and scored in the second, struck out in the 4th. Abby Johnson would like to see another K in the book.
A K would really help her here.
That one's a 3-hopper to the plate. Good softball game here in Breckenridge, Minnesota. Johnson delivers, and it's pulled the wall at third. She got it. She goes to second for one. Safe at second. I think Kumo had to jump up and catch the ball. She might have been pulled off the bag at the wrong time, Brian.
Yeah, she had to come just off the bag in order to make that play. And as she did, the runner was sliding in.
So now runners at first and second with less than 2 outs. So the infield fly rule is in effect as Villa Gomez steps up to the plate, and we got a mound visit here by head coach Austin Imdeck. This mound visit brought to you by Wahpeton Drug. Wahpeton Drug on Dakota Avenue. They got all your prescription needs, over-the-counter needs, gifts, cards, much, much more down at Wahpeton Drug right on Dakota Avenue. They got free gift wrapping, too.
Can always use that free gift wrapping, Joe.
Yep. All right, here we go. There's only one out here for BW and Pelican Rapids. Coming to the plate again is Villa Gomez. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the 6th. Popped out to Abby Johnson in the 4th and grounded out to Lisney in the 2nd. 1 ball, no strikes to Ariana Villa Gomez.
You want to get this out here. It's a big one.
She's the tying run if she reaches. The winning run, if you will, is on deck, and that is Sylvia Pesch.
And we know what her at-bat's going to be like, Sylvia Pesch.
Johnson floats that one in for a strike. Comes back in the count now, 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch from Abby Johnson. Just inside, missed that one. 3 balls, 1 strike. So hitter's pitch here, 3-1 to Villa Gomez. Inside, ball 4, she walked her. And now the bases are loaded.
Well, that was the out you needed right there, Joe. You're gonna get a swinging bunt here. Probably gonna score a run if she's able to make contact and keep it in play.
So now the defense can go to any bag here. There's a force anywhere. Take the easy out as Sylvia Pesch comes up, and she is 3 for 3 today and scored once in game 2. There's called strike.
She's been a tough out in this game.
Yes, she has. I would bring the corners way in. They are inside the lines. Johnson delivers, and a swing and a miss. So now Johnson gets ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes here to Sylvia Pesch. Bases are loaded.
Just got to be a throwaway pitch here.
Johnson delivers. She floats that one up high. Good call, Coach. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Abby Johnson still ahead in the count now to Sylvia Pesch, the number 9 hitter with bases loaded. There's the slap right to the pitcher, and that's to Abby Johnson, and the toss down to first base. Not in time, but they get the lead runner and the out at home. So the BW softball team prevents a run from scoring there, Brian, on the fielder's choice, but Booth, number 1, is coming to the plate.
She's been a tough out all day. Let's see if you can get her to put something on the ground, and you got to make a good play, and you got an easy out at any bag. So it's got to be something that stays on the ground, stays in the infield.
Vanessa Booth at the plate. Swung on and fouled off the end of the bat.
Want to stay ahead of her.
So far in game number 2, she singled. Sacrifice fly, reached on an air, and grounded out. That one's just inside. She was going to let it hit her, but it didn't quite come inside far enough. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Abby Johnson, bases loaded for Pelican Rapids. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on a line drive just out of the glove reach of Abby Johnson. 1 run scores, and here comes run number 2. And that will... Oh, and they overrun the... Ball dropped at home plate there, allows 2 more runs, or the runners to advance, excuse me. But 2 runs score, and now
left fielder number 4, Kira.
It is 9-11. Just trying to keep up with my book here, Brian, as Vanessa Booth ripped that one out to center field.
Now, let's see if you can get the second Booth out here and in the game.
Do you walk her here?
I mean,
get the force out.
I almost would, Joe.
Well, too late. And here comes the winning run, and it throws to home, and it's not in time, and Pelican Rapids comes from behind and wins that game on the base hit, RBI single by Kiera Booth. Drives in 2, and that is the end of the game. So a tough loss here for BW as they fall from behind Wow, what a game. What a finish to that one, Brian. We'll come back here on the Richland IFC postgame show coming up next right after these messages.
Have you ever considered chiropractic for your family? Dr. Andrea and the staff at Hornstein Family Chiropractic love to see families. With 16 years of experience seeing brand new babies, pregnant women, toddlers, teens, athletes, she cares for your family like it's her family. Join Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 715 Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton, and we will help your family grow up healthy. Call 701-672-1300 for the next soonest available appointment, because at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is a family affair.
Around here, every town is a sports town, and why not? Sports were important to us growing up, and we want the same for our kids. To get involved, because that's how kids learn to lead, and why Farmers Union Insurance supports these programs. Farmers Union Insurance. They don't just protect our community, they invest in it.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
What matters is you finding the right college for yourself. And so I transferred to NDSCS. I love the fact that people are always nice to you and you make a lot of great friends. My name is Dawafi and I am here for my future.
Wahpeton Drug and Gift on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton is your locally owned hometown pharmacy. Lori Strauss and her team have over 60 years of combined pharmaceutical experience. In addition to prescription medication, you can also find all of your over-the-counter pharmaceutical needs as well. Wahpeton Drug and Gift has a huge selection of home decor, gift ideas, and always free gift wrapping. You can find something for everyone at Wahpeton Drug and Gift, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 9 to 2.
Richland IFC works closely with their producers to utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity. Richland IFC is dedicated to working with their growers through relationships based on longevity and mutual benefits for all parties involved. Richland IFC and its producers utilize superior cropping and processing systems that yield products and ingredients of the highest quality and integrity for food manufacturers. Richland IFC proudly supports all local sports teams.
Welcome back to Cowgirl Field here, Three Borders Sports Network. Brian Watson, Joe Schreiner, and PA announcer Art Grocco making his way out here. And thanks, Art, for everything you did for us today, too, as well, and being very hospitable to Three Borders Sports Network, as always. And, Brian, the VW softball team gave up 5 runs in the bottom of the 7th and fall to Pelican Rapids here, 13-12. 7 innings.
Yeah, just a tough one, Joe. Tough way to end the game. They did a good job of getting off to a good start in game number 2. We had talked about that after not doing so well and getting off to a good start in game number 1. You wanted to jump out in game number 2, and they did that. Had the bats going. 2 home runs in game number 2.
Anna Erickson
with both of those. And you thought maybe that second home run that she had was going to be the deciding factor. But Pelican, no give up. They were able to fight back in the bottom of the 7th and come up with enough runs to walk out of here with a win.
So the BW softball team, 12 runs on 12 hits. They had 12 hits today, Brian, in game number 2. They had 2 errors is all they had, but they left 8 runners on base. Pelican Rapids, 13 runs on 13 hits. They committed 6 errors, believe it or not, and left 5 on base.
Game number 1.
Yep. But the outcome for Pelican Rapids was positive here as they came from behind, scoring 5 runs in the bottom of the 7th to defeat BW 13-12. Just taking a look at it here, Brian, the Breckenridge Wahpeton goes to 1-7 in HOL and 6-9 overall, And then Pelican Rapids goes to 3-7 in HOL and 8-8, so they evened their record at 500 overall on the seasons for Pelican Rapids. Again, they had some tough outs there at the top of the order with Vanessa and Kiera Booth. They scored a lot of runs, got on base, and produced a lot of things for Pelican Rapids.
Yeah, and then even in the bottom of the order, Pesh was just a tough out.
Yeah,
You know, she's 9 in the order, and just a tough out with her bat. You know, she does. This is what I do. I have a little swinging slapper bunt, and I'm going to get up there. I'm going to do it every time, and it comes up in the right position in the right play. And she was just a tough out in the bottom of the order, and then you got both Booths coming up after her. It just made it difficult.
She had 4 at-bats in Game 2 and 4. I'm talking about Sylvia Pesh now. 4 at-bats in Game 2 and 4 at-bats in Game 1, and she did the same thing every time she came to the plate.
Exactly.
So, and again, Pelican Rapids comes away with a nice win here for the Pelican Rapids Vikings, scoring 5 runs in the bottom of the 7th in defeat BW softball. Brian, that's going to wrap us up here for the spring. I think that's all we have for spring sports.
Yeah, it's been a busy school year, high school year, starting out with football, moving into volleyball, doing basketball, of course, and then able to do some baseball. And finally do some softball. We've been waiting to do softball, waiting to see this team play. They certainly put on a show in the second game. And now we got to get ready for the summer. We got some Legion baseball that we're going to be doing, and then we also are proud to present the Shrine Bowl this year on Three Borders Sports Network.
How about that?
And we're going to do that in cooperation with Red River Communications. That's going to be simulcast on their Channel 3.
That's going to be awesome. June 19th, 4 and 7 p.m. We got local players. Dez is going to be on the team from Wahpeton. And Cooper Yagi and Gavin Johnson from Breckenridge. They'll be represented on the West team in the 11-man game. So we're looking forward to that. Going to have Raleigh and Julie helping us out doing some things, and we got some fun stuff planned. Again, it's going to be a great production, and if you want to talk to us about advertising, give us a call or an email or something. And I think you got the email, Brian. You can put it on the screen there, and folks can do that. And let us know if you want to advertise on the Shrine Bowl.
Yeah, that'd be great. We're always looking for advertisers to support us. We want to keep things going here at Three Borders Sports Network and try and keep it as free as possible to our viewers. So
we don't charge for this. Is free watching for everybody on our YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe. That'd be cool too. We could always use subscribers on our YouTube channel, but we want to keep this free for you, and we want to thank all of our sponsors through the year here. We've had great sponsors. Brian, we're almost wrapping up a full year here. We want to thank Wahpeton Daily News, OSPTI, Thrivent, and Will Ulick. Richland IFC has been a great sponsor. As always, Farmers Union Insurance Scoreboard with Kyle DeVries. Wahpeton Drug just came on board this spring. Richland IFC I already mentioned. North Dakota State College of Science, been on most of the winter. Red River Communications we just picked up this spring. Andrea and Hornstein Family Chiropractic here in town. Huskies All Sports Booster Club. And everybody else that's helped us out throughout the year. We've had a great year for our first year out. I'm happy.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun.
And our coaches show has been good. We've enjoyed doing the coaches show. We will not be doing a coaches show here this summer, though.
Not over summer, no. We might have one more coaches show.
Yeah, we might finish one up here for the spring sports here after the state season's done. So not this coming Wednesday, but probably the next. Okay. All right, B-Dub, anything else?
No, that's it. It's been a fun year.
Yep.
It's been great to see Three Borders grow, and we're going to continue to grow and try and bring as many games as possible to our local community.
Yep, and we've got more stuff coming here for the summer. So for Brian Watson, I'm Joe Schreiner, Three Borders Sports Network. BW softball team falls to Pelican Rapids in game number 2, 13-12. We're going to wrap it up and call it a day, and we will see you on our summer sports schedule after our next coaches show in a week from Wednesday. For Brian Watson, I'm Joe Schreiner. Good night, everybody.